Hello everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club face the Poetry Club Saturday night show. And it is an honor to be here, and it's an honor to have you all here today. I hope you all had a good week. I know I did. I had a good week. Okay, and today I'm going to start off like I usually do. Read Gary's poem, and that is our theme poem for the club. Okay. Money has spoiled. Okay. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. That was Gary A. Snyder's poem called Money Has Spoiled. Okay, now I'm going to play a song of his that he sung. It's called Mountain Dew. Okay. And I know it's been a long time since I played this, but you know what? I haven't had a chance to even go through. It takes a while to go through these shows because it's about 3 hours long. So it takes a while. I haven't had time to find some more. So please bear with me, and until I can find some more of his. Okay. There's an old palm tree. Start that out again. Down the road here from me, there's an old hollow tree where you lay down a dollar or two. Going all round the bend, come back again. There's a jug full of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it are few. Now hush up your mug and fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Now Mr. Roosevelt told just how he felt when he heard that the dialogue going through. If your liquor is red, it will swell up your head. Better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And then that refuse it on you. Now hush up your mug and fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. The preacher rode by with his head hoisted high, said his wife had been found with the flu. Well, he thought that I ought to sell him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it are few. Now hush up your mug and fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Well, my Uncle Mort is so long and short, he measures 4 foot 2. But he feels like a giant when I give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. And then that refuse it are few. Now hush up your mug and fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Yeah!
That was awesome. That was Gary Snyder. That was my husband. He was singing Mountain Dew. Oh, I miss him so much. I miss him singing. I could listen to him all day, 24/7, and never get tired of him singing and playing his music. I never get. Wow, I miss that. Okay, okay. Now, okay. This is our prize. Confucius says. Hope y'all can see that. By William S. Peters Sr. Okay, and last month, um, what was her she didn't claim her prize, so that's why it's going back here. I mean, that's why it's up for this month. And now, if you don't, you have 2 months now, starting today. You have 2 months instead of 2 weeks to claim your prize. Okay. Now I'm going to draw us a name. Okay. Okay. Remember, like I said, you have to sign up in you had to sign up on that post I have pinned up there in the monthly raffle drawing to be in order to be in the drawing from now on. It's a lot easier for me. Okay, I hope y'all can see this. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Hope y'all can see this. Okay. 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 Um Easonu Adams. EASONU Adams. You have won this book Confucius Says, and by William S. Peters Sr. Okay. In order to okay, in order to claim the prize, you had to get in touch with me and send me inbox me, send me a message of your mailing address so I can mail it to you. And if you're living out the country, well, out of the United States, it'll take me a little bit longer because I had to call my Papa Pal take me to the post office, and I had when I call, it takes about 2 days before it takes me 2 days before I can get my Papa Pal. So bear with me. Okay. Um. Okay. I don't know if y'all see this name or not. Okay. 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 And congratulations, Izanu. Um. Izanu Adams. Congratulations. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. So I just started reading the complete works of William Shakespeare, and I'm on the first play, um, Titus Andronicus. We're still on Act One. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. 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 And okay. 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 I want to start reading from reading Titus and Andronicus. We're still on Act One. Okay. I'll be finishing Act Two. I mean Act One today. Okay. By William Shakespeare. Okay. We enter Marcus, Lucius, Quintus, and Marcius, and Marcus. O Titus, see, oh see what thou hast done, in a bad quarrel slain a virtuous son. And Titus, no foolish tribune, no, no son of mine, nor thou, nor those confederates in the deed that hath dishonored all our family, unworthy brother and unworthy sons, and Lucius. But let us give him burial as becomes. Give Mutius burial with our brethren. Titus, traitors away, he rests not in this tomb. This monument 500 years hath stood, which I have ambitiously re-edited. Here none but soldiers and Rome's servitors repose in fame, none basely slain in brawls. Bury him where you can. He comes not here. Marcus, my lord, this is impiety in you. My nephew Mutius deeds do plead for him. He must be buried with his brethren. And Queen and Quincus and Martius, and shall or him we will accompany. Titus, and shall. What villain was it spake that word? Quintus, he that would vouch in it in any place but here. Titus, what? Would you bury him in my despite? Marcus, no, notable Titus, but entreat of thee to pardon Mutius and to bury him. Titus, Marcus, even thou hast struck upon my crest, and with these boys, name mine honor thou hast wounded. My fees I do repute you every one, so trouble me no more, but get you gone. Marx, Martius, he is not with himself, let us withdraw. Quintus, not I, till Mutius' bones be buried. Marcius and the sons of Titus kneel. Marcus, brother, for in that name doth nature plead. Quintius, Father, and in that name doth nature speak. Titus, speak thou it no more, if all the rest will speed. Marcus, renown Titus more than half my soul. Lucius, dear father, soul and substance of us all. Marcius, suffer thy brother Marcus to inter his noble nephew here in virtue's nest, that died in honor and Latinia's cause. Thou art a Roman, be not barbarous, though Greeks upon vice did bury Ajax, that slew himself, and wise Lazarus' son did graciously plead for his funerals. Let not young Mutius, then, that was thy joy, be barred his entrance here. And Titus, rise, Marcus, rise. The dismallest day is this that ever I saw. To be dishonored by my sons in Rome, will bury him and bury me the next. Mutius is put into the tomb. Lucius, there lie thy bones, sweet Mutius, with thy friends, till we with trophies do adorn thy tomb, all kneeling. No man shed tears for noble Mutius. He lives in fame that died in virtue's cause. Marcius, my lord, to strip out of these dreary dumps. Here comes it that the subtle queen of Goths is of a sudden thus advanced in Rome. Titus, I know not, Marcus, but I know it is, whether by device or no, the heavens can tell. Is she not then beholding to the man that brought her for this high good turn so far? Yes, and will nobly him remunerate. Okay. Flourish re-enter from one side, Saturnius attended Tamora, Demetrius, Claron, um, and Aaron. From the other, Bassianus, Lavinia, and others. Sadius, so Bassianus, you have played your price. God give you joy, sir, of your gallant bride. Bassianus, and you of yours, my lord. I say no more, nor wish no less, and so I take my leave. Saturnus, traitor, if Rome have law or we have power. Oh, wow. Mm, mm. Thou in thy faction shall repent this rape. Nobody's on. Um, Rape call you it, my lord, to state my own. My truth be brought love, and now my wife. But let the laws of Rome determine all. Meanwhile, I'm possessed of that is mine. Saturnus, this good sir, you are very short with us, but if we live, we'll be as sharp with you. And Dacinus, my lord, what have I done? As best I may. Answer I must and shall do with my life. Only thus much I give your grace to know, by all the duties that I owe to Rome. This noble gentleman, lord, the Titus here, is in opinion and is honor wronged, that in the rescue of Lativia with his own hand did slay his youngest son, in zeal to you and highly moved to wrath, to be controlled in that he frankly gave. Receive him thee to favor Saturnin, that hath expressed himself in all his deeds, a father and a friend to thee and Rome. And Titus, um, Basinus, leave to plead my deeds. 'Tis thou and those that have dishonored me. Rome and the righteous heavens be my judge. How I have loved and honored Saturnine. Um, okay, my worthy lord, if ever Tamora were gracious in those princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak indifferently for all, and at my suit, sweet pardon what is past. And Saturnus, what, madame? Be dishonored openly and basely put it up without revenge? And Tamius said, no, not so, my lord. The gods of Rome forfend. I should be other to dishonor you, but on mine honor dare I undertake for good lord. Thus innocence is null, whose fury not dissemble speaks in its griefs. Then at my suit look graciously on him, lewd not so nobles a friend on vain suppose, nor with sour looks afflict his gentle heart. Aside to Saturnus, my lord, be ruled by me, be be one at last. Okay, Dissemble all your griefs and discontents. You are but newly applanted in your throne, lest then the people and patricians too, upon a just survey, take Titus' part, and so supplant you for ingratitude, which Rome reputes to be a venial sin. Yield at entreats, and then let me alone. I'll find a day to massacre them all, and raise their faction and their family, the cruel father and his traitorous sons, to whom I sued for my dear son's life, and make them know what it is to sit at to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Aloud, come, come, sweet inferior, come, Andronicus, take up this good old man, and cheer the heart that dies in tempest of thy angry frown. Saturnus, rise, Titus, rise. My empress hath prevailed. Titus, I thank you, your majesty, and her, my lord. These words, these looks, infuse new life in me. Chemius, Titus, I am incorporate in Rome, a Roman now adopted happily, and must advise the inferior for his good. Okay. Um, this day all quarrels the Andronicus, and let it be mine honor, good my lord, that I have reconciled your friends and you. For you, Prince Dacinus, I have passed my word and promised to the inferior that you will be more mild and tractable. And fear not, lords, and you, Lavinia, by my advice, all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty. Luc- Lucius, we do and vow to heaven and to his highness that what we did was was mildly as we might, tendering our sister's honor and our own. Okay. Marxius, that on mine honor here I do protest. Saturnus, away and talk not, trouble us no more. And ten, nay, nay, sweet inferior, we must all be friends. The tribune and his nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied. Sweetheart, look back. And said, Marcus, for thy sake and thy brothers here, and at my lovely Tamora's entreats, I do remit these young men's heinous faults. Stand up, Lavinia, though you left me like a churl, I found a friend, and sure as death I swore I would not part a bachelor from the priest. Come, if the imperious court can feast. Two brides, you are my guest, Lavinia, and your friends. This day shall be a love day, Tamora. Titus, tomorrow, and it please your majesty to hunt the panther and the hart with me, with horn and hound, will give your grace Benjoer. And sat, be it so, Titus, and Gramery too, flourish, exempt. The end. And that was the end of Act One of Titus Andronicus by um, by William Shakespeare. Okay, thank you all. Okay, now okay 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 okay. Now I'm going to read Our Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay, let me okay, oh wow. Mm, mm, okay. Yeah, take a few minutes to get it back up there. Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I'm still getting to my place up here. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Because with this on here, I have on my cell phone, I just can't put the book. I mean, where I left off at, I just can't put a bookmark on my cell phone and I go right back to it. I had to start from all the way beginning of it to look for it. So I apologize, you all. Um, okay, okay, here it is. This is continuation of Our Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and I'm still on book three, and I should be finished with book three today. Okay. Okay, chapter three, book three, Aureli by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. She said in speaking of it, if a flower were thrown you out of heaven at intervals, you soon attain to a trick of looking up. And so with her, she counted me her years, till I felt old. And then she counted me her sorrowful pleasures, till I felt ashamed. She told me she was fortunate and calm on such and such a season. Sate ensued, with no one to break up her crystal thoughts, while rhymes from lovely poems span around their ringing circles of ecstatic tone. Beneath the moistened finger of the hour, her parents called her a strange, sickly child, not good for much and given to sulk and stare, and smile into the hedges and the clouds, and tremble if one shook her from her fit by any blow or word even. Outdoor jobs went ill with her, and household quiet work she was not born to. Had they kept the North, they might have had their pennyworth out of he. Like other parents in the factories, your children work for you, not you for them. Or else a feather had been choked with air, the first breath drawn, but in the tramping life was nothing to be done with such a child. He tramped and tramped. Yet she knitted hose, not ill, and was not dull at needlework. And all the country people gave her pence for darning stockings put past their natural age, and patching petticoats from old to new, and other light work done for thrifty wives. One day, said Marian, the sun shone that day. Her mother had been badly beat, and felt the bruises sore about her stretched soul. That must have been. She came in suddenly, and snatching in a sort of breathless rage, her daughter's headgear comb let down the hair upon her like a sudden waterfall. There she drew her drenched and passively by the arm outside the hut they lived in, when the child could clear her blinded face from all that stream of tresses. There a man stood with beast eyes that seemed as they would swallow her alive, complete in body and spirit, hair and all. with burning stertorous breath that hurt her cheek. He breathed so near, the mother held her tight, saying hard between her teeth, "Why, wench, why, wench? The squire speaks to you now. The squire is too good. He means to set you up and comfort us. Be mannerly at least." The child turned around and looked up, piteous, in the mother's face. Be sure that mother's deathbed will not want another devil to damn this such a look. Oh, mother! Then, with desperate glance to heaven, God free me from my mother, she shrieked out. These mothers are too dreadful, and with force as passionate as fear, she tore her hands like lilies from the rocks, from hers and his, and sprang down, bounded headlong down the steep, away from both, away if possible, as far as God, away. They yelled at her, as famished bounds at a hare. She heard them yell. She felt her name hiss after her from the hills like shot from guns. On, and now she had cast the voices off with the uplands. On, mad fear was running in her feet and killing the ground. The white rose curled as if she burnt them up. The green fields melted. Wayside trees fell back to make room for her. Then her head grew vexed. Trees, fields, turned on her and ran after her. She heard the quick pants of the hills behind. Their keen air pricked her neck. She had lost her feet, could run no more, yet somehow went as fast. The horizon red twixt steeples in the east, so sucked her forward, forward, while her heart kept swelling, swelling, till it swelled so big it seemed to fill her body. When it burst and overflowed the world and swamped the light. And now I am dead and safe, thought Marianne Earle. She had dropped, she had fainted. As a sense returned, the night had passed, not life's night. She was aware of heavy tumbling motions, creaking wheels, the driver shouting to the lazy team. This that swung their rankling bells against her brain, while through the wagon's over curvature and chinks, the cruel yellow morning peeked at her, alive or dead upon the straw inside, at which her soul ached back into the dark and prayed. No more that! A wagoner had found her in a ditch beneath the moon, as white as moonshine, save for the oozing blood. At first he thought her dead, but when he had wiped the mouth and had its side, he raised her up and laid her in his wagon in the straw, and so conveyed her to the distant town to which his business called himself, and left that heap of misery at the hospital. She stirred, the place he knew and strange, a death. The white straight bed with others straight and white, like graves dug side by side at nadir length, and quiet people walking in and out with wonderful low voices and soft steps and a personal equal care for each. Astonished her with order, silence, law, and when a gentle hand held out a cup, she took it as you do at a sacrament, half saved, half melted, not being used, indeed, to so much love as makes a form of love and courtesy of manners, delicate drink, and rare white bread, to which some dying eyes were turned in observation. Oh my God, how sick we must be, ere we make men just. I think it fresh the saints in heaven to see how many desolate creatures on the earth have learnt the simple dues of fellowship and social comfort in a hospital as Marian did. She lay there stunned, half tranced, and wished at intervals of growing sense she might be sicker yet, if sickness made the world so marvelous kind, the air so hushed, and all her wake time quiet as asleep. For now she under, she understood, as such things were, how sickness ended, it very oft in heaven, among this unspoken raptures, yet more sick and surelier happy. Then she dropped her lids, and folding up her hands as flowers at night, would lose no moment of the blessed time. She lay and seethed in fever many weeks, but youth was strong and overcame the test. Revolted soul and flesh were reconciled, and fetched back to the necessary day and daylight duties. She could creep about the long bare rooms and stare out drearily from any narrow window on the street, till someone who had nursed her as a friend said coldly to her as an enemy, she had leave to go next week, being well enough, while only her heart ached. Go next week, thought she. Next week. How would it be with her next week? Let out into that terrible street alone, among the pushing people, to go where? One day, the last before the dreaded last, among the convalescents, like herself, prepared to go next morning, she sate um, she sate dumb. And here, self-absently, the woman talked, how one was famished for her baby cheeks. The little rich would know her, a year old and lively like his father. One was keen to get to work and fill some clamorous mouths, and and one was tender for her, dear Goodman, who had missed her sorely, and one querulous who would pay the biting neighbors who had dared to talk about her as already dead. And one was proud, and if her sweetheart Luke had left her for a ruddier face than hers, the gossip would be seen through at a glance. Sweet riddance of such sweethearts, let him hang. They're good to have been so sick as sick for such an end. Okay. And while they talked, and Marian felt the worse for having missed the worst of all their wrongs, a visitor was ushered through the ward, paused among the talkers. When he looked at it, it was as if he spoke. And when he spoke, he sang, perhaps, said Marian. Could she tell? She only knew. So much she had chronicled, as seraphs might, the making of the sun, that he who came and spake was Romney Lee. And then, and there she saw and heard him first. And when it was her turn to have the face upon her, all those buzzing pallid lips, being satisfied with comfort, when he changed to Marian, saying, And you're going where? She moveless as a worn beneath a stone, with some one stumbling foot has burned eye aside, Ruth suddenly astonished with the light, and breaking into sobs, cried, Where I go? None asked me till this moment. Can I say where I go, when it has not seemed worthwhile to God himself, who thinks of every one, to think of me and fix where I shall go? So young, he gently asked her, you have lost your father and your mother. Both, she said, both lost. My father was burned up with gin, or ever I sucked milk, and so is lost. My mother sold me to a man last month, and so my mother's lost. 'Tis manifest, and I who fled from her for miles and miles, as if I had caught sight of the fire of hell through some wild gap. She was my mother, sir. It seems I shall be lost too presently, and so we end, all three of us. Poor child, he said, with such a pity in his voice. It soothed her more than her own tears. Poor child, 'tis simple that betrayed by mother's love should bring despair of God's too, yet be taught he's better to us than many mothers are, and children cannot wander beyond the reach of the sweep of his white raiment, touch and hold, and if you weep still, weep where John was laid while Jesus loved him. She could say the words, she told me, exactly as he uttered them a year back, since in my doubt or dark they came out like the stars and shone on her with just their comfort. Common words, perhaps, the ministers in church might say the same. But he made the church with what he spoke. The difference was a miracle, said she. The catching up her smile to ravishment, she added quickly, I repeat his words, but not his tones. Can any one repeat the music of an organ out of church? And when he said, poor child, I shut my eyes to feel how tenderly his voice broke through, as anointment box broke out the holy feet to let out the rich medicated nard. Um, wow. Um, she told me how he had raised and rescued her with reverent pity, as in touching grief. He touched the wounds of Christ and made her feet more self respecting. Hope, he called, belief in God, worship. Therefore, let us pray, and thus to snatch her soul from atheism and keep it stainless from her mother's face. He sent her to a famous seamstress house far off in London, there to work and hope. With that they parted. She kept sight of heaven, but not of Romney. He had good to do to others through the days and through the nights. She sewed and sewed and sewed. She dropped sometimes and wondered while along the tawny light she struck the new thread into her needle's eye. How people without mothers on the hills could choose a town to live in. Then she drew the stitch and mused how Romney's face would look and if there likely he remembered hers when they two had their meeting after death. The end. And that was the end of chapter 3. Book 3. And next week I'll start the book 4 of Our Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. 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 Hmm, okay. Um, oh wow. Um, I don't even see the comments here. Um, that is really weird. Wow. And I'm having comments. Okay. Okay. Doreen. Okay. Hello, Doreen. I didn't know people was on here. Now I'm seeing you all. I had to go on Facebook to see you all. Hello, Doreen, and hello, Doreen Brenner, and it's an honor to have you here. She's my cousin, and thank you. It's an honor to have you here, and welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook. Saturday night show. Hello, Ron Constantine. He said, "Hey, Noreen, what up, my poetry diva?" Okay, I'm doing good, and how are you doing, Ron? It's good to see you, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show, and it's an honor to have you here. Okay. And Doreen Brenner said, "That's great." Okay, thank you, Doreen. Okay, and Richard Huggendobber, aka Dickie, said, "Hi, Noreen," and that's my brother, and and hello, Dickie, and welcome to the Saturday night. I mean, I'm so excited because I'm seeing people now. I didn't see it earlier on here at all. It's not showing up on here, so I'm excited seeing somebody on here. Okay, hello, Dickie, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Okay, and Ron Constantine said, "I did not know Bill was so cold. Wait, I did not know Bill was so old. He knew Confucius." Okay, okay, okay. And thank you all. Some reason it's not showing up on here, and I don't know why. Because it's been working on here, been showing up, but not this time. I don't know why. Um, that don't make sense. Cause been working on there. Okay, let me go to the other one and see. Um, um, okay, there's nobody on this one. Okay, wow, I'm so glad to see. Okay, okay. Wow, it's an honor too to knowing that someone was here, and it looked like Gina was on here too. So, hello, Gina Storm, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It's an honor to have you here, and you all check out Ron Constantine and Gina Storm. They both are really awesome, phenomenal poets, and y'all should check them out. Okay, and Richard Huggerlove is my brother, and Doreen Brenner is my cousin. So thank you all for stopping by, for being here. I didn't know anybody was here because I kept looking up like there's nobody here, and the comments usually will show up on here on the StreamYard, but it's not this time, and I don't know why. I don't see it at all. So that is really weird too. Um, there's nothing I can do about it. At least I know here. Okay, hold on. Let me go to YouTube real quick and see anybody on YouTube. Okay. Usually Robbie and there's others will be on there too on the um Um, no. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I guess I'll leave this up here too, so I can pay attention. I'm so excited that cause I can, and somebody's on here, and cause on here from the StreamYard, it looked like nobody's on here, and then I seen all these comments, like I already told you all. So I'm so excited. I'm so glad somebody's here listening. Okay. Okay. Earlier we had the drawing, and New Adams is a winner. Congratulations, New Adams. You are the winner of the book, the July Raffle Drawing prize of of the drawing, and the book is Confucius by uh, William S. Peters Sr. Confucius say. Okay. And all the prizes we get, I mean, all the books for the raffle drawing come from Bill Peters Sr. He has been donating it for all this time. So thank you, Bill Peters. It is an honor. It is an honor to have you donate them to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Okay, now okay, and today's poetic form is called contrapuntal poetic form. Okay, Contrap- contrapuntal music is composed of multiple melodies that are relatively independent, that are sounded together. In the poetic world, contrapuntal poems are poems that intertwine two or more separate poems into a single composition, often by offering one line of poem A and before A corresponding line in poem B from start to finish. Okay. Like example, like you take two poems in the first line in the poem A, that'll be on the first, and then the next line will be the first line in the second poem, back and forth like that. That's how that is. Okay. And I have my information for that in writersdigest.com. Okay, so go check him out, writersdigest.com. Okay, and today's word is orthography. I got my word from wordgenius.com. Okay, it is a noun. Like first of all, me spell it: orthophy. Orthography. It is a noun. Origin is Latin in the 15th century. Definition of orthography is the practice of writing words with the correct spelling according to standard usage. The second definition, a method of using symbols to represent the sounds of a language. Example in a sentence: there's more to writing a book than correct orthography and proper grammar. And the definitions of orthography given here concern spelling and the alphabet. There is another definition: any study concerned with letters and spelling. So today and every day you learn a word of the day. You're studying orthography. Okay, excuse me, you all. Okay, okay, okay. And did you know, if you're reading this, you're familiar with English orthography? There are 26 letters in the alphabet, but orthography includes how these letters are arranged to spell words, along with punctuation, capitalization, and accent marks. Every language has its own unique orthography. The end. And orthography is spelled ORTHOGRAPHY, orthography. And I got my word from wordgenius.com. Now that's the end. And go to wordgenius.com. That is an awesome site. You can sign up and get a word every day of the week. Okay. 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 Let me get some more water right here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read from the love poems of Elizabeth and Robert Browning. Okay. And first, I'm going to read from Elizabeth Barrett Browning, 30, Sonnet 39. Because thou hast a power and owns a grace to look through and behind this mask of me, against which years have beat thus blanchingly with their reins, and behold my soul's true face, the dim and weary witness of life's race, because thou hast a faith and love to see through that same soul's distracting lethargy, the patient angel waiting for a place in the new heavens, because nor sin nor woe, nor God's infliction, nor death's neighborhood, nor all which others viewing turn to go, nor all which makes me tired of all self viewed. Nothing repels thee, dearest, teach me so to pour out gratitude as thou dost good. The end. And that was on Elizabeth Barrett Browning's Sonnet 39. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to read Robert Browning poem Life in a Love. Okay. Escape me, never, beloved, while I am I and you are you. So long as the world contains us both, me the loving and you the loath, while the one eludes, must the other pursue. My life is a fault at last, I fear. It seems too much like a fate indeed. Though I do my best, I shall scarce succeed. But what if I fail of my purpose here? It is but to keep the nerves at strain. Today, to dry one's eyes and laugh at a fall, and baffled, get up and begin again. So the chase takes up one's life, that's all. Well, look but once from your farthest bound at me so deep in the dust and dark. No sooner the old hope goes to ground than a new one straight to the self-same mask mark. I shape me ever removed. The end. And that was Life in a Love by Robert Browning. Okay. Um, if you are still here, Ron Constantine and Gina Storm, if y'all still here, and y'all can come on and read your poetry, or if you have anything to say, and And Doreen, if you're still here and you want to come on, you can come on here too. If you have any, you can talk the same thing you want to say. Should talk. Come up here. And Dickie, I know you had the accidents. I know you ain't gonna be up to coming on here. I don't blame you there. Um, and if y'all want to come on, let me know, cause time for potpourri now. And okay. While I'm waiting for someone to come on, I told Simon Amos I'll read his poem. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. Let me get it off of here. Uh. Let me find it first. Um. Uh, okay. And Simon Amos said, he has tried as much as possible to participate via the StreamYard and YouTube, and but he cannot connect it for some reason. He has a hard time connecting to it. So he decided to post it in the comment down here. And I told him I will read it for him, and he said yes. He wants me to, okay. And Simon Amos said, please me, sorry, Ma, sorry to bother this much. Hope there is no theme. It is just a poem we can present, right? Yes, Simon, you can present any poem you want to. You can have more than one if you want. Um, and there is no theme. So you can if you can't connect on here somehow, then you can have me to read your poetry. I'll be willing. I'll be glad to. It's an honor when anybody asks me to read their poetry. Okay, and this poem is called "Death Renaissance in Africa" by Simon Amos. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, so I'll spell it: Simeon, then Amos, Amos. Okay, his poem's called "Death Renaissance in Africa," and I hope I do you justice, Simon. Okay, and if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. On this troublesome vein, I'll wait a lifeless transit, a sharp steepness of mortal death. The lifeless elders awaits to welcome their descending offsprings at sunrise, an unhappy reunion of loved ones. At sunset, the living wail in gloom, while a talking drum say the history of a cultural hero from antelope skin dried. Mourners with shaved heads sings, ode of pain and black skin tainted with cultural shock to open portals of ancestral flame. There the liquor of libation poured, maidens saddled with spirited costume, performed on distributed steps of Igbel the Gabelle, each rhyming a stroke on the drum in tribal beats. Dropping souls embrace solace as mourning endures, as inflictions abound and are prolonged. Consolations abound and are prolonged too. Let this therefore reconcile us to the difficulties and soul wills. The way of duty is a way of rest. Songs of praise are sovereign cordials to dropping souls. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me read that sentence again. I apologize. I apologize, Simon. Repeat it. The way of duty is a way of rest. Songs of praise are sovereign cordials to drooping souls. Could this be death or death on his rebirth? a paradox of sorrowful joy and dead ones ushered into home of silent voices, a reunion that weave warmly cold. This is a powerful poem, Simon Amos, and thank you. It's an honor to read it for you, and thank you, and thank you so very much. And this is a powerful poem, and you did very good and well written, and I think. Thank you, Simon, and keep on writing. I'll tell you, Simon, keep on writing, and don't stop. And thank you for very much for sharing your poem with us all on the show, the Poetry Club Saturday night show. Thank you. Okay. Um, okay. Some reason the comments not showing up over here, so if I'm slow to see it, I apologize because there's nothing here. It's like nobody's on here, and I finding out they are. I have to go on Facebook to see them. So um so I apologize. And if anybody is not here now, who was here, I apologize to y'all. Okay, if anybody is still there listening, remember I cannot see your comments. I can't see nothing there, and um and if you want to come on, let me see if I put something up here. Will it show up on here? I don't know. I want to see if I can do anything. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, wait. Okay, let me see the I made a comment. It's going to go. It should be going on YouTube. Let me see if I can see anything. Oh, it showed up on here on StreamYard. I mean on YouTube. So I don't understand why it didn't show up on the Facebook comments. Did not show up on here. Um, I don't know why. So um now I'm finding out from me putting this on stream on YouTube. The comments will show up on here on the StreamYard. But if you put any comments on the Facebook, if you put any comments on Facebook, it won't show up on here. I don't know why. So let me see. Oh wow! Hello, Kim. Kimberly Huggindobler is here. She said, "Hi, Noreen. I love you. Love you too, Kim. Welcome." And oh, and Doreen is watching too. So welcome, Doreen. And Kim is my sister, and Doreen is my cousin. And welcome you all to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you all both here. And some reason all these comments from Facebook is not showing up on StreamYard, and I don't know why. And but it has been doing it. but not today. So I'll figure it out and see what's going on. But if you're on YouTube, it should show up because I made a comment on YouTube and it showed up on StreamYard. So bear with me. And Kim, if you want to come on here and have anything to say, you're welcome to it. And Doreen, if you have anything to say, you're welcome to come on here if you all want to say anything. Y'all both are welcome. Okay, so click on that. Okay, let me put it on here. And I'm gonna put the URL y'all click on, and y'all take you right there to my studio, my StreamYard studio. Okay. Um. Okay. That should come up there now, and um. Okay, and remember y'all, I cannot see no comments from today on Facebook on StreamYard, so I'm looking on my cell phone on Facebook. Only if you're on the YouTube, I can see the comment. So I got another comment, and I'm seeing it on my cell phone. Honey Holly says, been a busy day, stopping by. So proud of you. Waves hi, and hello, honey, and welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook. I mean Saturday night show, and it's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Um, and if anybody wants to come on here and have anything to read, you are welcome. So I'll give more time for anybody. Remember, I can't see if you're on Facebook or in the Poetry Club. I cannot see your comments, so I have to look on here. So I'm looking on here, and so anybody wants to come on here and read, you're welcome to it. Okay. Okay. I should give a few more minutes to see if anybody shows up who wants to read. Okay. Oh yes, I didn't give announcements yet. Okay, I'm still working on my uh Discord. So I'm going to have more than I'm having at least I'm going to have 3 servers or more. I'm going to have several servers on Discord. So stay tuned on that. I will let you all know when I'm ready and let you all know. And remember, 100,000 Poets for Change is coming up in September, end of September. And if you want to join it's called the Poetry Club, joining 100,000 Poets for Change. And as y'all know, that Michael Rothenberg is no longer with us. He passed away last year, and and it's been it's a lost in this poetry community because he did, and he is truly missed, and he's a co-founder with Terry Carry on 100,000 Poets for Change, and Terry Carry On is still going to do it, still pushing on, and if you want to join, let me know, and I already know that Elizabeth Esquera Castillo is going to join. If anyone else wants to join, okay, you can join. And okay, okay, and I have a Tupperware. I'm a Tupperware consultant, and I have a Tupperware group. So if you want to join Tupperware, you have to live in the United States or in Canada, and it don't matter if you're male or female, both can join. Make sure you live in the United States and Canada to be able to join my Tupperware party, my group on Facebook. Okay, and Honey Parker has a show on Outworld Fleet radio station called Poetic Expressionsies every Sunday and Wednesday from 11 p.m. to midnight. Okay, and I think she's looking for clients for her. She's a life coach, and if you need a life coach, she is the one you get in touch with, and get in touch with her, and she'll tell you the prices and everything. And so if you want to be her client, okay. And Craig Kirkland um, has a YouTube channel called Great Amazia, and you can see his past shows of the TGP show with Amazia the Great, and it's awesome. So he right now he's on tour on the East Coast of the United States, and he has a book out, Don't Cry. I'm going to start reading that now, and I did finish my book from Bob McNeil. Neil's book. I finished his book the other day, but I haven't had a chance to ask him. I'm going to do a review on here, so I'm going to wait till next Saturday to do to give a review of his book, and because I want to let Bob know first. I haven't had a chance to get in touch with him, and and to let him know, and I will do a review on here. So stay tuned next Saturday. Okay, and right now I'm going to continue on reading Craig Kirkland's book called the Don't Cry. Okay. Then after that, I have Elizabeth Castillo. I mean, Elizabeth Esquera Castillo's book too. Okay. Okay. And there's Franco Flavius and Antoinette and Francine has a show called the Real Stuff Podcast, the Poetry Corner on Ridge Nostalgia YouTube, and it's on every Friday from 11 a.m. to noon. And there's a lot of things going on Ridge Nostalgia YouTube channel. It's more than just poetry, so check it out. And it's awesome. And Gina Storm and Brother O and Ignanatic and Nina Purple has a show called talkshoe.com/show poet radio station, and it's called Voices Behind the Pens. And plus, Gina Storm has a wait. If you want to read your poem, you can call in and read your poem online. And Gina Storm has something going on Clubhouse every day of the week, so you can check it out. Okay. And Nyla Alicia has a show called Speakeasy Cafe every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Block Talk Radio. And And if you want to call in and read your poem, you welcome and call in to her show and read your poem. It's an awesome show because Jerry and I go was on there regularly every Thursday. Okay, and um okay, you can check out my coffee site ko-fi.com / Gary and Noreen, GarryandNoreen, and check that out. It will be on the description. You can go right on there, and I have membership, and if you're on my membership tiers, you will be able to go on my Discord for the coffee membership tiers, and they're going to have a special place for them on there. I have a special server for them. Anybody who wants to join my membership tiers or the supporters too. If you support me on Ko-fi, you're allowed to go on there too. But I got to do that yet, and finish that up. The Discord. It takes a while to study all this. Okay, and I'm going to have a Discord for the Poetry Club, and I'm working on it where y'all can come on there and it would be better than be good because y'all can go there and read your poems, and do the read your poetry on there and like an open mic. It'll be a video, and if you don't want anybody to see you, you can do it the audio only. That's on Discord. Hmm. And then if you don't have so check that out and I will let y'all know when it's ready for y'all to go on. Okay. And I have other plans too, so stay tuned for that. And okay. And if y'all into Poco Shaw, check out Poco Shaw. I don't go on it that much anymore because I just got so busy, and I want to get into Discord because Discord you can do so much more than you can on Poco Shaw. With Discord, people can go on chat, do different activities. There's more to do, and I feel like people might participate more on there. So stay tuned. I will be opening another store besides coffee. I'm going to keep coffee. That's a definite. I will not change that. And you can still go on my membership tier. You can on my commissions, and even on my on my products too. So check all that out, and then I'm going to open another store. But it won't be as big as coffee because I'm going to make coffee really bigger than this. So stay tuned because I'm going to put a lot more products on there to make it bigger, and maybe be more variety on there where people would go on there. Okay, and I don't know um let me see and I want to thank Simon Amos for letting me read his poem. He did a magnificent, phenomenal job writing it. So thank you. He's very talented. So go check him out. And okay. Oh, I closed that out. Didn't mean to. Okay, somebody come. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. I don't see nobody else coming on there. Okay, since there's nobody else coming on, I'm gonna close it out, and I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank Ron Constantine. Wait, let me think. Ron, Ron Constantine, Doreen, um, Dickie, aka Richard Huggedobler, and Kim Merritt, Honey Holly, and anyone out, and Gina Storm. I want to thank all of them for coming here and for coming to on the show, and and anyone else who came on here and I didn't see. I want to thank you all, and I want to thank um, Simon Amos, Simon Amos, for letting me read his poem, and I hope you can come on here, Simon Amos, and I hope you can get on here, and I want to thank everyone for being here, and thank you all, and it's an honor to have each one of you all here, and without you all would not be a show. Would not be I wouldn't have a show. And I want to thank Doreen and Mark Brunner, both of them, because one time I was going to quit the show and do the raffle drawing only. I'm so glad I listened to Mark and Doreen. They both said, "No, you don't." They said, "We want you to keep it up because they love it. That they're because they love the show and they don't want me to quit it." So thank you, Mark and Doreen. And the only reason I was going to quit it because at one time I thought nobody was listening and nobody wanted this. And but Mark and Doreen said I was doing a great job, so I want to thank them. They did not want me to quit, so I didn't. Now I'm glad I didn't because I'm enjoying this, whether there's few people or not few people. It's enjoyment to me, and I should love doing it. So I realize now. So maybe some people come on here after the show on replay, and that's okay too, because I know not everybody's going to be here exactly during it. I have it. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you all. It is an honor to be doing this. So I'm glad I can. So I wish you all have a good day, good evening, good night. I mean, good night. Um, because some of you are it's daylight for you all. Wish you all have a good day, good night, good weekend, and a good week all week. And remember, stay safe, you all. The ones who celebrate 4th of July, remember, be careful out there in this 4th of July. And so be careful and stay safe and enjoy yourself. And God bless you all. And thank you all for being here. And we love you all. So thank you all. Okay. And remember, you're never too young or too old to live your dreams. Okay. And have a blessed night. Thank you all. Good night, and we love you all, and God loves you too. Okay.